I'm going to tell you something I heard spoken in my office not long ago, and it was this. I counted on you to love my child the way I love her, and if you don't love her, you don't really love me. Mm. Hearing that just broke my heart. The hurt that my parent client was feeling in that moment was so palpable, but my heart was really breaking for her step parent partner, the stepdad in the room who was hearing crystal clear the expectations that he already felt so much pressure to take on. So, are step parents supposed to love their stepkids? Let's get real and talk about it in three chewable bites. Bite number one: love can't be forced because, you guessed it, biology and attachment. Parental love has a biological wiring to it. In both moms and dads, attachment is forged during pregnancy, early caregiving, it's reinforced through years of co regulation, and a shared history. Our bodies make hormones like oxytocin, for example, that help parents lean into all of those moments of parenting, the easy ones and the hard ones, and feel a bonded love for these kids of ours. Most of the time, though, step parents are entering into the picture after those bonds are already formed. And unfortunately, you can't just shortcut attachment through commitment alone. So when a parent expects a step parent to love them like their own, they're really ignoring how attachment works. Step parents, I want you to hear this. You not loving your stepkids isn't a failure of commitment or of character. It's just how nervous systems work. Love isn't supposed to be some moral obligation, it's an attachment process. So, no more guilt, no more shame on this one, y'all. My second point about loving stepchildren: unrealistic expectations create pressure instead of closeness. I think it makes sense that both partners enter into a step family with some unrealistic expectations. That's pretty normal. I can say it wasn't long into my relationship with my now husband that we looked into each other's eyes and asked what we really wanted. And without flinching, he said, I want to rebuild my family. I mean, that melted me because I felt the exact same way. That was the response that I was longing for in a partner, to leave all the brokenness of our respective divorces and make something new and amazing. So we set out to create just that, to rebuild a family together with our four kids. But the expectation to quickly rebuild a loving family came with tons of pressure, pressure that didn't actually grow love. Parents may be asking for love as proof of safety or loyalty. After all, forming a step family on the other side of a divorce feels like a real risk. Why wouldn't they be looking for reassurance like that? But step parents feel the pressure. They feel fear and they feel inadequacy. And really, pressure doesn't create love, it creates pretending, it creates performing, and kids sense that and they pull away. And then we get stuck in this loop of parental anxiety, step parents under pressure, and kids continuing to retreat. Think about it like this: a tree planted in a pot can only grow so much, but take it out of the pressurized container and let it root in an expanse of ground, suddenly it's full of growth potential. So let's accept that when it comes to step parents cultivating love for their stepkids, letting off the pressure by keeping expectations in check is a crucial pivot. And finally, a third bite to chew on. Love isn't the bar we're actually reaching for at all. Respect, safety, and consistency are. Step parents play a meaningful role in a child's life, and to do that, they don't actually have to love their stepchildren. You can hold a place of meaning in your stepchild's life when you demonstrate kindness, emotional safety, appropriate boundaries, predictability, and respect for the child's relationship with their parents, including the parents in the other households. It's those things that you should expect from yourself as a step parent. And it's 100% appropriate for your partner to expect those things from you. But there are optional parts of a step parent relationship that only evolve over time. Things like taking on a deeper emotional involvement in a child's life, increasing caregiving responsibilities, and becoming more parent like in your role. And yes, maybe love does develop as time goes by, but that's a bonus. Never meant to be a baseline expectation. You don't have to be a replacement parent to be an important part of your stepchild's life. Some step parents grow into love. Some grow into a deeper care and commitment. Some simply grow into mutual respect. What matters most isn't the label, it's whether the relationship between a step parent and a stepchild feels safe, steady, and honest. I'm here to help parents and step parent partners push the reset button so that they can grow their step family from a more grounded place, knowing what's normal, knowing what really works, and with some renewed hope of what could be. Join this community to stay connected and get the support you've been looking for.